Journal for today is close your eyes and imagine you are skydiving. Write about the physical sensations and the thoughts you have. So that was kind of fun. I thought it might be interesting. So write about that in your journal, and then when announcements are over, we're going to move on and we're going to talk about poetry vocab. We're going to take a little quiz on that. So when you're done with your journal, when announcements are finished, get out your, it is tomorrow. We're going to share some examples with you and tell you the format of the test today. So when you're done with your journal, you can have your vocab definitions so that you can have those to use. And then I will be taking up journals tomorrow. Give you all a heads up, because that's an easy grade to do really well on, or an easy grade to do very poorly on. So take advantage of that. Alright guys, finish up those journals and get out your poetry vocab. We are going to do that test tomorrow. It's because we haven't had a lot of time to spend on it. We're going to tell you the format and which, what words you need to know and in what way you'll be tested on those words. And then today, after we do poetry vocab, we're actually going to go back and do so after we do poetry vocab, we're actually going to give sonnets another day. We didn't do as much with them yesterday as I wanted to, and the weather isn't cooperating as much as I wanted it to for my plan, so I'm going to save what we were going to do today for hopefully maybe Monday, and we'll get to do something fun. We'll actually maybe get to go outside. So, get out the poetry vocab and let me take roll really quickly. Yes, so we'll be going back to the sonnets today and talking more about them. So who's not here? Derek. Alright, so poetry vocab. We did the definitions the other day, and so today I want to provide you all a little more information about those words and how they're used in poetry, and I'm going to provide you some examples. How the test is going to be is there's going to be 4 words that you need to just know the straight definition for, because they don't really, the examples for them would be kind of difficult to have on the test. So 4 words you can get a straight definition for. 4 more words that you'll need to be able to match. They're like specific examples. And then 3 words where we'll have like a sonnet, and you'll have to label the parts of the sonnet that are those words. So really easy. I think you all will, because you all know the vocab, I think you all will do very well on it. So, that being said, diction. Diction is a word, you'll just need to know the definition. So, you might want to write that on your page or something, definition. The definition, the careful selection of words in a literary work. For example, this is a small excerpt from a poem called Night, My Lover by John Anderson. I thought I'd share a little bit about diction. So, a frosty winter night, my love, chill wind whispers sweet adoration, binds my body with the finest wool, the darkest of sweet sensations. So in the excerpt above, from Night, My Lover by John Anderson, Anderson chooses words, which that's part of the definition of diction. He chooses words that have a lot of S's and W's, Because when you think about how you're trying to soothe someone, or how you maybe talk to a lover or a love, you use very like soothing words and you make that kind of sound. So he incorporates a lot of S words and W words to kind of mimic that that tone or that feeling that he wants to interject in the text. And so he's choosing his words carefully based on how he wants the poem to come off. So that is an example of diction. You know, diction might also is just the kind of words he's using, like sweet sensation, sweet adoration, whisper. Are those words that you might say to someone that you love? You know, they're very they're very, loving words. So, heads up, guys. So, diction. We need to know the definition. Denotation, connotation. You need to know the definitions, and they're on your page. So, denotation is the dictionary meaning. It's the literal meaning of a word. For example, if you look up the word snake in the dictionary, you'll see, a scaly reptile, sometimes venomous, long tapering cylindrical body. But connotation, on the other hand, refers to when the meaning goes beyond the dictionary meaning. So when you hear the word snake, or someone is described as a snake, that might mean more than just excuse me, guys. That might mean more than, it might not mean that they're a literal snake. Maybe it means that they're sneaky. Maybe it means they're sly. Maybe it means they're venomous. It has connotations, meaning beyond the word, or like associations with it. So that's denotation, connotation. Connotation, denotation, straight definition from the dictionary. Connotation, meanings of words that exist. Where is it? Connotation refers to associations connected to a certain word. So it goes beyond the literal meaning. So that's connotation. So straight definitions for those. So I would mark those on my page. Alright, and then prosody. This is the last word that you'll know it. Yeah, this word you'll just need to know the definition for as well. Prosody is something that I wanted to work on with you all and talked a lot about. Prosody is reading with proper expression, putting emotion and paying attention to certain cues that were given, such as punctuation or phrasing. When reading poetry, it's important to pay attention to punctuation and grouping of words because it can help you gather greater meaning of the poem or help make sense of the puzzle that are. Continue with these sonnets, and because I didn't feel like we had enough time with them yesterday, I'm going to cut off. So what I'm going to do is I have people paired in groups based on what sonnet they have, and I'm going to flash those up in a second. But what I want us to do is get in groups based on the sonnet we read, and some of you all I maybe changed the sonnet. So I know there are a few guys that'll need to get their textbooks. So once we get done talking about what we're going to do, you all can go ahead and get those textbooks and move to arrange yourself. So what we're going to do is in groups you're going to read and analyze your sonnet from yesterday. Each of the pages that you all had your sonnet, which I have extra if you got rid of yours, had discussion questions on the bottom. So I'm going to have questions that will help you analyze it. And then I want you to also discuss these questions in your group. So I'm going to have questions I want you all to write down. We're going to designate one person to write these questions down. And then you all are going to answer those and then also discuss the questions on the bottom of your page. So in your groups, there will be 3 people per group. You're going to have a recorder. Choose this person to write stuff down. They'll turn it in for a grade. I'm going to grade these guys, and it'll be like if you completed everything and showed good effort and had good attitude while we were participating in class, you'll get an A. If you had good participation but didn't really answer all your questions, or I don't think you gave those answers enough effort, that's a B. And if it's incomplete and I don't feel like you gave enough effort, maybe your group members slacked off, that'll be like a C. And that's just straight daily participation grade. Do you have a question, Matthew? Okay. So, designate a reporter. Designate a reader. So in your group, someone is going to read the poem out loud to the three of you. And then if we get a chance, I want to share some of these sonnets. Again, we only shared one or two, but if we get a chance, I would like to share some of the sonnets with the class. So that person might read the sonnet to the class. And then designate the third person as their questioner. So this person is going to be the one that kind of tries to push you all to answer more about the sonnet. We answer all the questions, is there more we can talk about? They want to get you to dig a little deeper. So the reporter, the reader, and the questioner. And also, guys, tomorrow we'll be doing a similar activity, and I'll talk about that at the end of class. We'll be doing a similar activity, so this is also kind of like a practice to get you geared up for that. So what we're doing today is pretty similar to what we're doing tomorrow, since we had to change our plans due to the weather. So, your groups, and I try to push you in groups and try to get you to work with different people. So if there's a problem, let me know, but I would like you all to try. We're not in here forever, but I would like you to try to work with different people and talk about these sonnets in a meaningful way. If you remember, I said the reason we read these sonnets and we read poetry in general is to kind of get ourselves to think more critically. All right? And analyzing a sonnet or analyzing a poem is actually something you do on your SOLs. So this is also gearing you up for maybe next year when you take the SOL. So here are your groups. So I will let you all, I'm going to give you all about 3 minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes to get in your groups, rearrange, do what you need to do. If you need an extra copy of the poem, come up here to me and let me know, okay? So, go ahead and get in your groups, guys. Yes, thank you. Very good. You do not have to, if you're the reporter, you do not have to write the question. You can just number it.
Are we answering those questions or the questions at the bottom?
I want you to answer these questions first. Okay, 1 through 5 first. These questions first.
I thought you was Gary. Do we have to write the question? No. No.
That'll work.
All right.
Make sure when you turn it in that your name's on it.
But you don't have to write the questions.
No, you can just number it. So yeah, but definitely, talk about it as a group. Now that everyone's in their groups, thank you guys for moving so quickly. The questions that you all need to answer, those discussion questions are, for discussion, but the questions I want you to answer first are these. Let me blow this up. So these are analytical questions. These are questions that are typical to answer if you're analyzing any kind of literature. So, question 1. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can go through this, then you all can go on your own. So question 1, you look at the subject. What's the general topic of the poem? What's the ideas in the poem? Question 2, you're looking at maybe the context, the time and the place, which not necessarily a year or a location, but just kind of anything that you can deduce from. And you might not be able to get anything from this. I understand that. So, but can you detect anything by the time and the place of the poem? Because when we're able to contextualize it or to put it in a certain time, we're able to maybe understand an author's motivation in writing it. So number 3, the speaker. Who is the poem written? Or to whom is the poem written? So, who's the audience? I'm sorry, that's audience. Who's the audience? What is the reason behind the writing of this poem? The purpose? What can you say about the voice speaking in the poem, so the speaker? And then number 6, if you have time to get to those, discuss those think about it questions on the bottom of your page. So, any questions? If you have questions you want to share with the class, you can tell me now. If you want me to come to you,